Perfect. Yeah, this is just a quick meeting. October 19th, 2023, 4:30 on the city Zoom platform. It's a meeting of the Fire Station Building Committee. Chair statement of this meeting is being recorded. If any other persons present are recording the meeting, let's notify the chair at this time. Seeing none. I'll just call the roll. David Singer.
Just got here.
Present. I'm present, Mayor. Present.
I'm here too.
Yeah, Chief's present. Diana's present.
I'm present.
Present. Let's see who else is present. David M. Steve Draculich. Gene Wall. Amy
Here.
Jen Stromston.
Present.
And Jim Wynn. And I saw Laura and I saw Dennis Ross.
You have a quorum?
Dennis Ross.
Dennis Ross is present.
The chief is walking.
The chief walking and talking.
So we have a do we have a quorum? We do.
We do have a quorum. We're in great shape.
Good.
I had to call this meeting together hastily. We needed to review and vote on these two PCOs. They're time sensitive. It plays into the paving of the whole lot on the east side of the fire station, so it needed to get done quickly. Originally, we had set the meeting for the 26th, but after Monday's meeting, Katrina was able to get the information to me by early Tuesday morning. And so I set up a meeting for today to discuss those items. And I was hoping maybe Dennis can speak to it, because I don't see Neil and I don't see Katrina.
Neil's here.
Neil's here.
Oh, Neil, okay. Neil can speak to it.
Why don't we take we'll take them both together in concept, and then we can talk about them in detail as they permit. So what happened with these changes is that the proposed grading along the driveway and the adjacent property was found to be more severe than what was anticipated. So in order to protect the adjacent structures from settling, there was a request to look at it from a civil standpoint, and the recommendation was to add a concrete retaining wall along the east side of the lot, and on top of the retaining wall, where the retaining wall wasn't added, to add a timber guardrail. So what was owned there originally, I believe, was essentially sloped earth with a concrete curb. So the added scope was rather significant. The change for the retaining wall along the east side of the property is $26,053.08, and the extension of the timber guardrail is $26,053.08. That is the retaining wall. Sorry.
I got one of them at 34, Neil.
Yeah. $34,685.75.
Is what?
Additional feet.
What is that?
That is the timber guardrail.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept both proposals and change orders as read.
There's a second?
I'll second it, but I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay,
Discussion.
discussion. Go ahead, David.
So for the purposes of the taxpayers, why wasn't this anticipated in the original design?
When we did the survey, David, we didn't get far enough into the adjacent properties to trace it all the way back and assume that the slope would take care of it. Once we actually started going out there and digging, putting in drainage structures, it became apparent that the slope was going to be too great and that a retaining wall would be necessary. I don't know, does that answer your question?
It does.
Okay.
Any further questions for either Neil or Dennis?
I have a question. I'm just,
Sure.
are these the same? How are these different? I guess I'm confused
Yeah.
about.
PCO 22 and PCO 23.
One's
They
concrete.
look like
and-
they're just, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Butch.
Yeah, one's concrete and one's guardrail.
No, the concrete's the 26. And the guardrail is the 34.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Why is the guardrail so expensive?
I know.
I mean, you know, when you're spending $21 million, 34,000 is not a lot, but still, it seems like a lot of money for what kind of guardrail?
It's heavy timber, and there's also some heavy timber on the, what would that be, the south side by the railroad tracks at the back there.
Okay.
There's some additional guardrail. that's-
Okay, no, it wasn't just for that east side.
Yeah, there's a whole chunk of it that's not associated with the retaining wall.
Okay, that helps. The retaining wall is all on city property, or we didn't have to encroach on the convenience store or anything, right?
That is correct.
I mean, I assume so, because otherwise we'd have an easement that we had to approve. But
You're absolutely right
I
there.
just wanted to make sure that that wasn't coming next.
Nope.
Yeah,
It would
okay.
have to come before.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Dennis or Neil?
No, thank you.
I don't
Hearing
think
none.
so. Mm-mm.
Hearing none. Okay, thanks. All right, David Singer, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
And I vote yes. Mayor,
Yes,
Diana,
Yes.
Amy,
yes.
and Jen,
Yes.
and Jim.
Yes.
And Chief, yes.
Oh, and Chief, yes. How did I miss you? You were walking, that's why. Okay, that concludes today's business.
Is this the shortest one on record? I think it might be.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
I can make my 4:35 meeting.
And no meeting required now next week, Butch? Is that right? Or
No, the next meeting will be on the 9th, our regular meeting on the 9th. We won't have one
Okay.
on the 26th.
Great.
excellent.
9th of November. Okay.
9th of November, yeah, back to regular monthly.
All righty.
Okay,
Thank you.
motion to adjourn.
Second.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Yes,
Aye.
Yes.
we're gonna vote with our feet.